What's up, Ty? Quick demo video for you for your Saberforge Gladius V2. So got this done today, installed with the CFX. This is a 2-button setup, so I put your top switch up here as your activation, your bottom switch as your auxiliary. You've got CCSabers in there for your main PCB. That's your blade plug. So if you can see that in the light, maybe you can almost see it. It's a pretty deep blade socket. This set screw back here is actually what's holding your NeoPixel holder, so you don't want to mess with that guy, and I gave you a lot of blade depth there, so it's very easy to grab onto a blade and be very sturdy for you. This guy is deceptively some cram foo. There's not a whole lot of room, so I mean, how to get to everything is you just unscrew the handle. You're going to see that it's extremely tight. Go ahead and just work your way through it, and your handle will come off. This little piece right here that's inside here, if you can see that, we were going to try to make like a crystal chamber or something out of it, but when I took it out and examined it, it's just basically a solid piece of aluminum. It's just meant for this kind of aesthetic right here to give these cutouts, these window cutouts, some depth, but there wasn't any room for a crystal or any kind of shine through there, so I was not able to do that. And that also, it stops right here, so it makes everything solid right up to these threads. I had to make kind of like a post on the chassis so that it could slide forward into that center hole, and then I did have to use some E6000 to hold this in place so that it wouldn't twist. That was the only way to get this chassis in and not drill a set screw into your Saber, which I didn't want to do if I could avoid that. So that's what I did. But you have removable battery set up here, so you know, spring sides are negative. I had to put the CFX board on top of the battery, and the diameter of this chassis, what it had to be, makes putting the board on top of the battery very tough, you know, for a CFX. But I was able to get it. Everything's in there nice and neat. No wires. You got easy access to your SD card right here, so you can pop it in and out with your finger right there, no problem. You got a 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker, so sounds really good. And we'll throw a battery in it. When I'm putting this in, I like to take the sticker of my battery and put it inside the chassis. So there, you don't see the sticker at all, because every little bit of room that you can get counts to put this handle on. It's extremely tight, but just be easy with it. Twist it on, it goes on. It's about as small as it could possibly be and still work. So, when you are screwing it on, it's extremely tight. So just keep tightening it up until you feel comfortable or it stops, and then you can stop. Most generally, this Covertech ends up right here. If the switches are facing up, the Covertech is on the right-hand side of the switches. So activation. Get your LEDs lighting up. Auxiliary. Hold it down for blade lock up. And we'll turn it off and put a blade in it. This takes a 1-inch diameter NeoPixel blade. You didn't send me any sound fonts, so I just threw this one font on here to demo the Saber, but we'll go through all the stock fonts I left on it. And then CFX is super easy to add fonts, so however you're going to do that, it's super easy to do. That is your blade retention screw right there, so that's what you want to use, that little grub screw right there. I'll wake the board up. We're just tapping for blaster deflex. Holding it down for blade lock up. And if you can hear how loud this thing is extremely loud. Now, if you wanted to change color, hold down your aux and twist your wrist. You hear Spectrum. And now you can just twist the Saber and go through different colors. So if we want a green, that's a nice one. Tap power. Now we got a green blade. This is on a solid, kind of a solid blade. If you want to change your blade effects, again, hold down aux and twist your wrist. But then this time keep the button held down. Keep holding it. Now blade profiles again. You can twist the saber and cycle through different effects that I put on here for you. Some of them don't show up as well on camera as others do, but you'll be able to see them in person pretty well. Just cycle through a few of these. We like this one with a slight flicker. I don't know if it's picking up on camera. But again, we tap power. So now we got that green blade and it's got a flicker in it, right? Change sound font, you just hold down the auxiliary button.
Sound bank selection.
Why do you come to my tomb, Jedi?
Now we can use either button to cycle up or down.
Exit menu.
Why?
Crystal focus.
Nebula.
Granny.
Oh, revolt. Sure. The force
Youngling.
This is General Kenobi.
So if we wanted this one, we just hold a button down.
Hello there. I have a bad feeling about this. Let the negotiations begin.
General Kenobi, let's change it to a green.
Spectrum.
Right there. There we go.
Very confident, aren't you? There's never time to limber up.
Now, even though your sound venting is over here and it's coming out here and it sounds extremely loud, you can almost feel it coming out of these vents here when you're holding it in your hand.
You can't win. Let the negotiations begin.
Very smooth swings, working exactly like it should. Good flash on clash. And we'll turn it off.
You're wasting your time.
And then we'll take the blade back out. So yeah, everything in this guy is working as it should. Just know, I just want to point out one more time, this is a tight build. So the handle is going to go on pretty tight and it's going to come off pretty tight as well. Just like that. Take the handle off. From the positive side over here by your speaker, you can pop the battery out with your finger just like that. And that, sir, is your saber. And we'll put the handle back on here for safekeeping. Let me know if you got any questions. If not, we will try to get this out in the mail to you tomorrow. All right, thanks.